It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm David Stroud, here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
I'm alive in here. It's a good sign.
Yes.
It's going to be a good day.
Mm-hmm.
One way or another.
I believe that true.
One way or another.
Yep. Every day above ground is a good day.
There you go. There you go. I'm with you. How was your weekend, by the way?
It was good. I done leaves yesterday. I went and bought me
Leaves.
one. Yes. I haven't touched them.
It's
Okay.
never ending.
It's never ending, especially when you've got 57,000 trees in your yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you feel me. So I finally went and bought a backpack leaf blower.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
I had the handheld. I actually burned the thing up for how long I was using it trying to do leaves. Really,
I can believe it.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
burned it up. So I hadn't had one in a while. As last year I was having the old boy that was doing my yard just come mulch them. He just big 60-inch zero turn, and he just mowed
mulch
through
them
them.
over.
Yeah, just mowed through them. But there was areas of the yard that he couldn't get to, right? And that's back behind the shed. It's a really bad area, you know.
Gotcha.
It's rocky, and he doesn't even mow back there. So there was, I know, at least 3 years worth of leaves back there, if not more.
No.
Right? So I'm back there yesterday, and it's like, it's caked. And the only way I was able to describe it to my wife was, think of taking pieces of cardboard and stacking them up and then putting them out there and letting them get wet for 3 years. You know?
And that's pretty much what happens. Once they get wet, they just layer on top of each other, and
it's wonderful.
now you got them cleaned up, though. You should get some grass maybe growing in between the rocks.
Not all of it, because as you're doing it, it's folding. It's folding and folding and folding, and I swear it's this thick now.
I believe it.
It's that, and so you got to get the top layer and push it, and then go another layer and push it, and then once you get that thing underneath it, it'll really pick it up and throw it. But there's so much of it. It's not a small area. There's so much of it. So I spent 4 hours on the yard yesterday, and it's not done.
Jeez.
So got to get on the other side of the fence too. Yep.
Good luck.
It's time. It's
Good
time.
luck.
Hopefully the weather shows it's going to be good tomorrow. While I'm off, I can finish it because I got most of it.
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow's your day off.
Yes.
Besides the morning show.
Besides the morning show, and
Which just doesn't work. I mean, we're just
Right.
here.
and now doing the sports, doing the basketball games,
Yeah, filling in till Bob gets
filling
back.
in. Yep.
Oh, you do the
Well, no,
basketball
I
games
do.
anyways.
I
yeah,
do.
that's
I do
right.
your job.
That's right. You do my job at the basketball
Yep.
games.
Do the
now.
directing, producing. What's the word?
You're a producer.
Producer. Okay. Producing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll be
You're
doing
the man.
that. I have control.
There you go.
I will go to commercial if you.
If you mess with me, I'll mute you.
That's right. Well, thank you for joining us on the morning show this beautiful Monday. It's January 16th, already 16th day into this year.
I know it's quick.
Yeah, it
Moving
is.
Quick.
Mm-hmm. So we like to start the morning show off with Roller Funeral Home with all our respect. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. And they have 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee. They've been around a long, long time.
They have. They have been
I
around
should
a
have
long
looked it
time.
up. I mean, we're probably talking 50 plus years.
Yep.
I'd say. Definitely professionals in their field, something that I know I couldn't do. And it's, it's
They
that
take
time.
a lot of pride in what they do.
Yeah.
They do.
It's time in
They're
people's
there to
lives
help.
they don't want to happen, but it is inevitable. With that, let's pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I'm just thankful for everything that you've given us. I'm thankful for the air that we breathe and this beautiful earth that we have. I'm thankful for this country that we live in. Please watch over us as we continue to try to get along together. Watch over our families, watch over our children, our first responders, our military. I know last week they had some bad storms through the south. Watch over those people that were affected. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home with all our respect. Give them a call at 870-425-2161. Ask them about pre-need service. It's always good to have a plan in place when the unthinkable happens. your family will be taken care of by professionals. With that, let's take a break for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the morning show, and don't be left behind. Don't be downriver without your guide.
Oh, you'll be okay.
Call the Z-Team. Everything's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be fine. We'll see you at the closing.
I've never been in a boat before.
I love it.
Yeah, and that's why you need to call the Z-Team, 870-400-5073. They are professionals, and they will take care of you before, during, and after the sale. You know, some people, after they get the sale, never hear from them again.
No.
Bob and Linda, they're going to check in on you, make sure everything's okay. And
they're gonna end up being friends.
yeah,
That's just how it works.
Yeah, they definitely will.
Yeah.
They're like that. They see you in town. You know, how you're in Walmart and you see someone you know, and it depends on the time of the day, but you kind of duck and cover. You've done it.
Been there. I've been there. I've been there. I'll admit it.
I know you've done it. They're not. They're going to talk to you.
Yes, they're great people.
They are.
They do a great job with what they do, and they will make sure that you're well taken care of, and well represented.
Definitely. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team. Look at that beautiful black and white view. It's actually just hadn't changed the color yet. The light hasn't creeped through enough to change the eye of the
clouds
camera.
are keeping it back.
I think it's cool, though. I mean, it's real. We always see everything in color. You know, when you see a picture of a family or something, they've changed it to black and white just because.
Yeah.
I love those shots. Those are really cool. You can go to retiredarkansas.net and take a look at beautiful Carter, Arkansas. That's the horseshoe bend to the White River. And if you've never been down to Carter, you should go down there. They've got a couple of really great places to eat. You can go down to the ballpark and play a little softball or baseball game. If you got enough players, some friends and family. And there we go.
It reset. It does that every now and then.
You can go to retiredarkansas.net and find the Z-Team's listings. They also have all the MLS listings. They have a plethora of information about the Ozarks. Look at that. There we go.
There's the car.
There he is.
The truck is there. He is back.
We were just talking about whether or not he'd be fishing today, and like clockwork, he has found a spot. You know what I mean? You don't return this many times if you're not catching fish at that spot.
He parks in the same spot. Mm-hmm. One of these days, I'm going to go over there and park my vehicle. Just leave it there.
Just
overnight.
leave it there. He's going to pull up, and I bet you he pulls up right behind your car and looks around.
There
and
it
wonders, is he getting out? Is that his door open?
It looks like it.
It looks like it's door open. Like, timing is everything. And he is there like clockwork every time. He is getting out.
He's about to go fishing.
That's awesome. We were talking about this before we took turned it to the shot and thought, is he going to be fishing today? And sure enough, that's awesome.
That's cool.
That is awesome. He's got a beautiful morning to do it. I was wondering what it was going to be like. I checked the phone, to see what the temperature is going to be. And I'm like, all right, I can wear something light today, but I might have to start off with a jacket over it. And I just put on a windbreaker. Yeah. And I walked out to the truck, and I forgot something, so I had to go back in the house. And by the time I came back out, I've got that windbreaker on. I'm like, nope, don't need it. It's beautiful this morning. It is
nice.
A light long sleeve like I've got on, that's airy, is perfect. And look at
the water moving.
Yeah, the water. They've slowed the generation. You'll have to wait until it's the dam report, but
you can kind of see where it came down some from where it was.
Right. Did we get any rain last night?
Not that I know of.
Because the radar shows something came through, but
I didn't notice it.
I didn't. Me neither. Well, and I was kind of hoping that we didn't. So leaves. I want to do my leaves.
Want to finish them up, huh?
Finish them up. Isn't that amazing? how good these cameras are nowadays.
Breathtaking pictures.
Absolutely beautiful. Go to retiredtoarkansas.net and contact the Z Team if you're looking to buy or sell a home. They are military relocation specialists. They can cut through all that red tape, and they are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri. So give them a call, 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the weather. In Mountain Home, Arkansas, it's at 55 already. Harrison 55, Batesville 53, Yellville 53, Marshall at 54, Salem at 50, Mountain View at 54, Calico Rock at 55, West Plains, Missouri at 50, Springfield at 55, Poplar Bluff at 47, and St. Louis at 47. The number for the day is 55.
55.
National Weather Radar. You see this here? Now it's gone. Here we go. 6 a.m.
Oh, there you go.
Crossing 7. So you can see this in the central part of the U.S. And something went over the top of us. It just didn't let go of it.
It was real light, though.
Real light.
Most of it went south, it looks like.
You've got some activity in California, Nevada, Utah. Look at the snow that they're getting in the southern, southeast, or southwest. Oh, I don't know why I want to do that. Southwest. Look at it start to accumulate after 7 o'clock. It just, boom, it starts to hit. There we go. So it looks like they're getting some heavy precipitation in southern part of Arizona. It's going to cross into New Mexico.
All the way to Denver. Or all the way to Colorado.
All the way to Colorado. Look at that. And our neck of the woods, something passed through, but it really didn't do anything. It looks like it's probably going to in Kentucky and Illinois and Tennessee.
They can have it.
Yep. And they don't have anything here. It looks like John Van Pelt. Remember in Weather Nation's John Van Pelt passed away. Watches and warnings. It looks like we've got wind advisories. It's look at that. It's on the cusp of Baxter County. It's northwest Arkansas, the northern part, and eastern Oklahoma, southwest part of Missouri. But they got a wind advisory for today. You know what? If it does cross over into Baxter County, it's going to blow around all my leaves.
There you go.
I'm on a leave trip today, and today for Happy Martin Luther King Day for everybody, especially those that don't have to work. Good for you.
School's out.
Yep, school's out. 30% chance of showers. High is 65. Tonight, partly cloudy, low of 40. Tuesday, mostly sunny, high is 63. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy. Then a 30% chance of showers, low of 48. Wednesday, 90% chance of rain, high of 56. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low of 40. Thursday, mostly sunny, high of 45. Thursday night, low of 30, mostly clear. Friday, sunny, high of 48. It's gonna get cooler as the week goes on, but not too bad. North Fork Lake water levels at 553.63. They're generating 1. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 656.59. Level is 2.4 feet above full pool. They're generating 2. Oh, I didn't say. Here we go. Norfolk is 1.63 feet above full pool. I just skipped right over that.
I saw you. I saw you.
Generating 2, generating 1, so the flow is going to be slow. Good day to go fishing.
It is. It would be.
It's well. Why don't we just stop now and just go fishing?
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys all tomorrow. No, we're gone. Put up a sign that says "Gone fishing" across
Gone
the screen.
fishing for the next 45 minutes.
I can do it.
Probably not a good idea.
We can try.
Let's go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back for some community news. We're coming back. We're not going fishing.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever? What?
Welcome back to the Morning Chill on XL7-TV. The Mountain Home High School Career Academies are having empty bowls to feed the hungry soup dinner. That'll be Thursday, February 23rd, 4 to 6 p.m. at the Mountain Home High School cafeteria. All proceeds donated to the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. $10 per ticket. Purchase includes choice of soup. First 150 attendees will be able to choose a handmade ceramic bowl to keep, non-refundable if event is canceled due to inclement weather. Purchases can be made from individual students. Beth Ivans, you can contact Beth Ivans at bivans@mhbombers.com or Christy Lawrence at clawrence@mhbombers.com. It's a very good cause. Help us travel to French-speaking Quebec, Canada. The French Club is having a chili supper to raise funds for their summer 2024 trip to Quebec. 2024? Okay.
Yep.
Friday, February 3rd. That'll be at 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Century 21 Lemac Realty at 1024 Highway 62 East. It's $5 a bowl of chili to go in a to-go container, condiments, and dessert. You can order by contacting Christy Lawrence at clawrence@mountainhomebombers.com, mhbombers.com, or purchasing a ticket from a French Club student. Please make checks payable to the Mountain Home High School French Club.
That's awesome, though. That's
Yeah.
an awesome experience for them
my
kids,
gosh.
though. It really is. My daughter did it. It was cool.
Well, and Kirsten was in German
Oh,
class, and 2020 hit. That's when they were supposed to take
They
their
kinda
summer
shut
trip.
everything down.
In January and February, we were doing fundraisers. We were, getting the money for them to go. Everything was looking good. And then the reports in March of COVID was hitting, and the Germans were supposed to come here first, right? And then they were supposed to go back with them.
Didn't happen.
Nope. At first, it was, will the Germans at least be able to come here, is what we were thinking. And because we knew the more time that went by, the more reports that came out that they probably weren't going to get to go. And then they closed the border. And they weren't letting anybody fly over. And then we knew it was over with. I mean, talk about a trip of a lifetime.
Oh, that would have been a blast.
Oh,
But unfortunately,
I don't
things
know.
happen.
It does. It does.
It's life.
Maybe one of these days she'll get to take a trip to Europe on her own. I mean,
There
or
you go.
with me and Carla. And yeah,
There you go.
it'll be cool. It'll be real good. All right. So I've been bringing this up because it's a really cool website and they've worked really hard on this. The Mountain Home Area Chamber of Commerce. If you want to know anything about our area, you can see up here at the top, Experience Mountain Home. Just all kinds of links that you can go to: shopping, food and drink, sports and recreation. If you want a vacation here, you want to relocate, the economic development. If you want to be a member of the Mountain Home Chamber of Commerce, if you got a business here, or even as an individual, you can. But down here, let's go ahead and click off that. There we go. You want to visit lodging, biking, hiking, fishing. I didn't click into this the other day, so let's pick fishing. So click into the fishing. Please hold. And you can see down here they talk about the different areas that you can go fish. The resources to get a license, you can do it online. Fishing weekly fishing reports, fishing guides, regulations, boating info. I mean, it's just everything you want to know about what's going on. Hiking, the different trails that are in the area. The different trails that we got. Well, anyway, Woodland Trail. Here we go. It's a biking one. So David's Trail, you can walk or bike. So you click on that, it'll take you to another site that shows you all about David's Trail. You can view the current map. Please hold. There we go. So David's Trail's over by Panther Bay, Robinson Point. You can see the line where it runs through. It's just really cool.
It's neat.
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce has really worked hard to get all this information on there. And then at the very bottom, there we go. You can view all the events on their calendar. So anything that's going on, if you've got an event, contact the Chamber of Commerce to have it put onto their calendar, and they'll surely put it on there.
A lot of people go to that calendar to see what's going on in the
Yeah,
area.
they get thousands of views every month. So yeah, take a look at that. It's pretty cool. Calendar of events. All right, let's take a break, and we're going to come back with a Monday morning segment of
Sports update.
Sports Update with David Stroud. Bob has helped me out, and I have a list of everything that's been going on. So thank you for that, Bob, because without it,
We'd be in trouble.
yeah.
We'll be right back.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show. We're going to do an XL7 Sports local sports update. Oh, let me put on my readers. If he'd only have printed this bigger.
Courtesy of Bob. Oh, I guess I could have printed it bigger
I'm
for you.
just kidding. It's
I forgot you were blind.
It's just in the past month. We appreciate you, Bob. Get better soon. Monday, the All-Arkansas Preps football team was released last week in an issue of the Arkansas Democrat Gazette, and 3 area athletes are on the list. Mountain Home junior defensive lineman Robert Dover was one of 2 on the defensive first team. Dover finished the season with 114 tackles, including 24 for loss and 14 sacks. Right on.
Woo-hoo.
The first team defense also included Melbourne senior defensive back Carter Bray, who had 75 tackles and 4 sacks. Bray was also a 2-way star for the Bearcats with 1,939 all-purpose yards. Melbourne was also represented by sophomore kicker Fernando Ventura on the All-Arkansas Preps underclassmen team. Ventura was perfect on all 11 of his field goal attempts this season. That's excellent.
Good job.
That's excellent.
Proud of you.
On Tuesday, both Bomber teams went to Harrison and came home with the wins. Lady Bombers beat the Lady Goblins 57-43, and beat the team with a score. And the Bombers beat them with a score of 59-54.
Woo-hoo.
I was there for that.
You were there. That's right. You were there for that. That's awesome.
Thursday, the Mountain Home High School swim teams had a successful trip to Pocahontas. The Bombers and Lady Bombers both got the win as they got past Pocahontas, Greene County Tech, Jonesboro, Valley View, and Brookland. Very good. For Mountain Home girls, Kendra McLean finished 6/10 of a second shy of a state time as she won the 200-yard freestyle. And Maggie Thompson won the 400-yard freestyle. We were talking about this, 400 yards.
Racing for 400 yards in water.
Yeah,
Whew.
yeah, back and forth,
Good job.
For the Bomber boys, Hayden Kelly won the 100-yard backstroke in state time. Now, that's backstroke. That's impressive. Kelly and Benny Vetter also picked up state times in the 200-yard individual medley. Caleb Dew won the 100 and 200-yard freestyles. So, yeah, back-to-back winner. That's very good. Friday, congratulations to the Lady Bombers on their big conference win against Van Buren. The Lady Bombers had outstanding performances by Amelia Rucker, scoring 21 points, hitting 7 of 10 three-pointers. Parker Husky had 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. Lakin Moore finished her night with 12 points and 2 assists. Final score for the Lady Bombers was 47. Van Buren Pointers 26. The Bombers didn't fare as well. They fell to the Pointers 74-49. That was tough. I mean, there was one kid, and I don't remember his name. I wish I could, for the Van Buren Pointers. He hit every three-pointer he shot at. I mean, he's like 27 points, maybe more than that. I don't remember. He was on fire. You know when you play that video game where you're on fire?
Oh,
where
yeah.
You're doing so well. And
then the ball lights up.
Yeah, and the ball lights up.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one point where he got it from the far side of the court on his side, if I knew basketball, right? He swings around to the middle, and I mean, he's coming around, he's dribbling the ball. He just turns and shoots like it's nothing. And it's
3 points.
3 points. Like it was, like he couldn't miss that night. Impressive. I mean, we could miss, but he didn't. Anyway, the Lady Bombers, impressive. The Lady Bombers wrestling team made the trip to Searcy on Friday evening for the Lady Lion Invitational, finishing third in a field of 13. Very good. Team scores: 1 Searcy Black, 219. Sylvan Hills Blue, 173. Mountain Home, 129. In fourth, Fort Smith North Side, 112.2. In fifth, Little Rock Central, 112. Sixth, Conway, 93. Seventh, Bryant, 41.5. Eighth, Central Arkansas, 28.
Good job.
Yeah. Well, we got more. 9th, Southwest Little Rock, 21. BB, 16. Searcy, 13. Sylvan Hills Gray, 7. North Little Rock, 3. Team had many wrestlers excel individually in their weight class. Amelia Fraunfelter ran her season record to 22-0 with 3 victories and a first-place finish at 155 pounds. Emmeline Stevens was runner-up at 120 pounds. A number of Lady Bombers claimed third, including Kylie Alford, 115 pounds, Jocelyn Bryant, 125 pounds, Brianna Balsano, 130 pounds, Olivia McCoy, 135 pounds, Leah Gatewood, 145 pounds, and Lillian Wood, HWT. Heavyweight. Nevaeh Bragg. Nevaeh. Sorry, Nevaeh. Bragg also finished fourth at 155 pounds.
They did a great showing.
Excellent.
They wrestled really hard, did a great job.
Very good.
Amelia Fraunfelter took the first. She's actually, I believe, hopefully doing the math if I'm right, somewhere in the Conway tournament she's going to see her 100th win in her high school career. So
excellent.
By not having one, and all of a sudden, my son Austin, he got it earlier in the season, and to have another one, that's pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Pretty neat.
That's how you do it. That's how
you rock and roll.
That's right. Let's see. Yellville Summit Friday night went to Greenland. The Lady Panthers had their most physical game of the year, but toughed it out for a 55-46 win. They were led by Abby Methvin. with 29 points, 5 steals, and Cambry Gibson with 14 points and 4 rebounds. The Panthers came up 5 points short at the end. They overcame a 14-point halftime deficit despite injuries and illness to key players during the game. They were led by Landon Keeter with 13 points, Hunter Rayleigh with 11 points, 4 rebounds, and Trenton Purdom with 10 points. Very good. Well, I mean, it seems like the Panthers, Lady Bombers are on fire. Saturday, the Mountain Home High School boys wrestling team had a successful weekend. The Bombers' last match on Saturday pushed the team to win the Cersei Dual Tournament. Mountain Home was able to secure wins by scores of 62-18 over Sylvan Hills, 64-10 over Conway, 46-30 over Bartlett, Tennessee. In the championship match, the Bombers trailed Cersei 33-30, but a 12-3 decision for Michael Davis gave Mountain Home the 34-33 victory. Very good.
It was down to the wire.
Yeah. And congratulations to Austin Kellys for winning the Outstanding Wrestler today.
You know, as long as he got the Outstanding Wrestler award at the tournament, and as many years as he's wrestled, that's the first one of those he's ever got at a tournament.
Really?
Yep. He took a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, most definitely. He is kicking butt.
Yeah, it was down to the wire. I'll tell you, we were, I think, 9 points behind with 2 wrestlers left, and both of them had to perform, and they did.
Perfect.
And that's tough when that much pressure's on you.
Yeah.
But they did, and it's pretty cool to knock Cersei off their perch a little bit. So, just saying.
Great job. Great job. Let's see. The Mammoth Springs High School girls basketball team was able to add another championship trophy to its case. The Lady Bears went to Swifton on Saturday and defeated Tuckerman 55-34 in the title game of the Kell Classic. Bryn Wisham led Mammoth Spring with 15 points, and Adriana Corbett added 12. And that is a look at your local sports update. Now we're going to go ahead and show you Friday's interview with Noah Shagnon and Coach Noah Shagnon and Coach Seth Godwin, the Mountain Home Junior High basketball coaches.
With school being out today, the coaches couldn't make it.
Yep. So
we will we'll show that. And I did want to mention that Tuesday we do have a wrestling meet at the junior high.
Okay.
It will be Cersei will be coming back down, I believe, in Maumelle.
Oh.
And
it should be want revenge.
Yeah. This is going to be the fight that you want to see. So
it's going to be real good.
Starting at 5:00, be at the junior high. There's a basketball game at the high school, so they moved to the junior high. So
sounds good.
All right, and we'll go ahead and play on.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This is our XL7 Sports segment. We're here with Coach Noah Chagnon and Coach Seth Godwin, Mountain Home Bomber basketball, junior high. Yes?
Yep.
Yes. Junior high. You should have put, I'm going to put that on him. How are y'all this morning?
Good.
We're doing good.
Okay, kind of a late night last night going over to Jonesboro?
Yeah, not too bad, though.
Yeah.
I'm getting used to it.
Right?
Yeah, around here, you got to get used to the travel.
That's right.
Yeah, because we're 2 hours from anything. Everybody knows that. Well, Seth, you're new to Mountain Home Bomber basketball. Where'd you come from? How long you been here?
This is my first year at Mountain Home. This is my 9th year in education, teaching, and coaching. Last 8 years I've spent at Mammoth Spring, where I went to high school. I graduated from ASU college and went to work back there at home, and first year at Mountain Home. So that's a little background on my coaching.
Yeah. What about personal? Married?
Yeah, I'm married to my wife, Sally, and we've been married 4 years, and we are happily expecting our first baby girl, so we're excited about that coming up.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And Noah, how long? Tell us all.
Well, I've been here for a while for tennis. I'm sure you haven't seen my tennis interviews or track interviews. So yeah, I took over just before Christmas with basketball. For these junior girls, I've done basketball. This is year 13 for me. I've done it for every year besides last year. So
yeah,
basketball's been my main sport. I know the most about it. Was born here in '86, and then went to Bruno growing up, and I've coached in the western part of the state. Coached a lot in the central part, and then came back home to Bruno, coached for a while, and then last year was my first year at Mountain Home.
Very good. Yeah, we're glad to have you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So last night you went to Jonesboro and played the Cyclones. It looks like Junior Lady Bombers came out with a victory, 55-27.
Yeah, it was only a 5-point game at halftime.
Right.
We were only at 5. There's some things that we were trying to do that didn't execute on very well, or wasn't clicking that day. But we ended up winning 55-27, and we only gave up 5 points in the second half.
Right.
So,
it was clicking in the second half.
Yeah, it's hard to. Even if your team's not very good, it's still hard to only give up 5 points. So I was really proud of our girls. There's a lot of things that we did well. There's like 3 possessions in a row where Lake and Anderson slide and guarding and just get us to tip on it, and somebody's getting a layup on the other end. We hit 9 threes. We moved the ball really well on offense. We did a lot of things to help us win like that. And then as far as our conference standings, we're in the number 2 spot, and we lost to Marion by 3 at home last week. Could have won, had a good shot to be there, so we're kind of working on us, getting ready for that.
Sure, yeah. It looks like, I'm going to say her name wrong, probably Jayla Yonkers.
Yeah, Jayla, yep.
She had a great night with 24 points.
Yep, there's a couple times she just came across half court and popped up from the volleyball line. She's capable of doing that. There's been times where she hasn't been our leading scorer, but been the reasons why other girls have gotten wide open shots.
Right.
One thing that we've been talking to her this week is like, you probably need to shoot the most shots on the team and get there, and we're gonna, even if you're getting stopped, you're gonna be the reason that other girls are getting looks. And so I feel really good with how our girls are being aggressive, trying to take shots that they're capable of making and attacking the rim. So, we had 3 girls in double figures last night. Kara Jackson had 14 and Lakin had 10. Those girls are playing really well. Lauren scored. excuse me, Indiana scored. We haven't had our starters score all of our starters scored in a pretty meaningful game where some of those girls are playing hard. So it was good to see them get in there.
Yeah. Seth Godwin, you had a little tougher night last night, but your freshman boys, it was 39-35, so it wasn't a rout. I mean, they played hard, I'm sure.
Yeah, we kind of dug ourselves a hole early. Got down. We were down 8 at the half, and we struggled on the glass, rebounding the basketball for most of the night. And anyway, in the second half, made a little run, played much better basketball, cut it to 1 with about a minute and a half to go. Had our chances there down the stretch. Had good balanced scoring out of Gilbert, Haney, and Corp, and Kincaid and Copeland and Maya. They stepped up and did some good things for us last night. But just fell short. Anybody that knows anything about the 5A East and boys basketball, it's a war every night.
Yeah.
And we're on a little 3-game stretch right now. We opened up the semester with a win against Batesville. I thought one of our better performances on the defensive end that night. And then we went with Annie Camp, Marion, and MacArthur in a row. And so that's a tough stretch. And we know that, and we're proud of our kids. Where they've been battling lately, we still feel like our 9th grade boys are going to peak at the right time come district tournament. Right now, as far as the standings go in the 5A East, we're right there in the middle of the pack. But Marion, those 2 Jonesboro schools and those West Memphis schools are tough, and we just feel like that it's going to prepare our kids for the next level as they go into senior high when they leave 9th grade. So we want our kids facing the best competition night in and night out, and that's what makes you better.
Yeah. And the 8th grade boys, they fell a little harder, 48-29.
Yeah, MacArthur really likes their 8th grade bunch, and they're super athletic, super quick, a lot of speed. And our 8th graders are still adjusting to that. You're not playing those local schools around here anymore, and they're starting to branch out and see the amount of talent that's out there. But they're having a good year. They're 8-6 on the year, so we like those 2 grades together a lot. We feel like there's very good pieces for the future of our program in the 8th and 9th grade for sure.
Wasn't 8th grade game close at halftime? It wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I want to say a single-digit game at half. No, it was actually around 10 or 12.
Okay.
And then, we're playing some kids both ways in the 8th grade game, so we're trying to develop as many kids as we can in the 8th grade, and so we're playing 12, 13 kids consistently. And so, like I said, we're all about development at the junior high level and making sure they're ready for the next level.
Yeah, mixing them in, getting them all a chance to play.
Absolutely.
You had said before we started the show, Coach Patrick for the 7th grade boys wanted you to mention a few things. Yeah,
his 7th grade boys are 11-7 right now. They're coming off of a 2nd place finish at the Cave City tournament last weekend. May have been 2 weekends ago, I'm not sure, but he wanted me to mention that this 2 Saturdays from now, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, they'll be having a 7th grade tournament at Mountain Home, and he opens up at 9 a.m. So if you can, get out and support those 7th grade Bombers next Saturday.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So,
very good. Coach Agnon, what's the future hold for the girls? What games are they going to be playing?
So we got, I think, Memphis West, East, Wonder, and the girls' side is a little bit different than the boys' side as far as basketball is concerned. And so I think West on the girls' side is our next competition. I think record-wise we could lose it and still keep a 2 spot. But as far as the rest of our conference schedule, we've got a lot of things to tighten up and get better at and perfect. The girls have adjusted very well to a new coach in the middle of the season, and so now that we've got things in and I know what we're good at, it's kind of just putting finishing touches on those to get ready for mid-February. So that's what we're going to be working on. Our 8th grade girls, man, they work so hard. Coach Campbell is in charge of them, but with practices, we've got 2 tall girls with, and I don't even know some of these girls' last names, but Lily and Allie are tall 8th graders. I've seen them get so much better from when I first got to know them. They're putting the ball in the basket. We've got excellent guards as far as Lucy and Miley getting down the floor. Like, they're just those players that are gritty and will do whatever you ask them to. They love basketball. Madison Williams, Michaela, yeah, they're working hard. Like, they're hungry. When I first got there, they'd ask you a question every 15 seconds or so. And so
that's good.
Now they're, it's like, just don't figure it out as you play. And
Yeah.
so they're starting to get a little bit more confidence in themselves.
That's
and
good.
so I've seen them grow in a month or two. And so even when season's over, I'll still be the junior girls coach. And so we're going to be working on stuff from here until the end of the school year to get better. I don't know. I feel like defense is our main thing. I feel like, it helps to make 9 threes.
Yeah, it does.
But I think that you can have a bad game on offense, but if you can still keep somebody to scoring 5, and obviously that'll be harder to do against some better, more skilled teams. But I feel good about where our defense is at right now, and I feel like that will make us play a little better on the offensive end, be a little bit more patient. So I feel like 8th and 9th grade is in a good spot. I know Jill's doing a great job with the 7th grade girls. I think the last game I watched them play was maybe Batesville in the back gym at the high school. I've seen them get a lot better. They communicate a lot. Those girls seem like they're pretty tight together, like they play well together. So it's good to see them continue to improve.
Right. Yeah. So, all right, I get a little confused. I don't really follow. Bob usually does this show. So the Junior Lady Bombers is 9th grade.
Yeah.
And you have an 8th grade team?
Yeah, and so we word them as like JV games. That
Okay.
way, some of the 9th graders that don't play a lot in the 9th grade game can transfer over and play for the JV game.
Oh.
But for the most part, it's mostly 8th graders playing. That is a time for them to get better. But I would say the thing that the negative on the girls' side is I don't feel like we've got a lot of numbers. We've got 8 9th graders and maybe about the same 8th graders, and so how many
We've
you
got
have?
19,
Yeah,
19
right.
8th graders alone.
Wow.
And then we're sitting at around 11 9th grade boys. So, we've got 30 kids on the boys' side in 8th and 9th grade. And, if we can grab 6, 7 from each class, to move down to the high school, it's only going to make your program better.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, what does the future hold for the boys?
So like I said, we're sitting middle of the pack in the conference standings right now, and that kind of in that 4 or 5 slot. Last night would have gave us an opportunity to jump into the 3, just fell short. But as far as upcoming games, we've got West Memphis West. We've got the 3 West Memphis schools coming up: West, East, and Wonder, and we also have a non-conference game with Paragould, and then we'll roll into the 5A East District Tournament. So we're hoping to be a higher seed in that first round. So we can be able to host. So the way they're doing the 5A East District Tournament this year for junior high is whoever the highest seed is going to host that round. So it's not all at one neutral location this year. Last year I think the district tournament was at Greene County Tech. And boys and girls both trying to get a higher seed that first round and play at home. And I think the girls will have an opportunity to play a couple games at home if they win. So it's winding down quick. We've got 3 weeks left, some big conference games coming up, and we just want both groups to be playing well at the right time of the year.
Definitely. It's 7:48. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with more from Mountain Home Junior High basketball coaches.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going? See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about
conference-wise.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV, our segment of XL7 Sports. We have Coach Noah Shagnon and Coach Seth Godwin, Junior High Mountain Home Bomber basketball. So I'll ask Seth first, what's your coaching philosophy? What's your core values when you go into it?
Well, as a junior high coach, you know, obviously we want to work on skill development, and we talked about that a little bit earlier in the interview about making sure that when they get down to high school, they're ready for Josh. And so, you know, I think something that our kids at Mountain Home do such a good job of is, like, we never have to talk to our kids about behavior or grades or anything like that. And so good. We just did report card check yesterday, and I would say over 90% of our athletes were 4.0 students on the boys' side, and so
very good.
We're trying to develop young men that will succeed in life through hard work, dedication, commitment, teaching all those kids those life skills. Mm-hmm. And so that's really what it's about, and that's how we run things, and we want to be known as the hardest workers on campus. And but like I said, at the junior high level, we're trying to teach them how to win, obviously, and we want to compete well in that 5A West, but we want to develop kids and make sure they're ready to succeed at the next level.
That's excellent. And you took care of the second question: how do you deal with discipline issues? You don't have any, so
we've got great kids in the boys side of things as far as basketball goes, and you know there's day-to-day stuff that you deal with, but overall we're happy with how our student athletes are performing in the classroom and on the floor.
Yeah. Coach Shagnon, what about you? What's your philosophy?
Kind of the same thing Coach Godwin mentioned a little bit as far as kind of a feeder program. I love defense. I love to play good defense, but you know, I think we need to adjust. So there's certain things that the girls had been doing that at times looked good, but at times hurt us. And so, like last night's game, second half, we went to just a straight man-to-man, didn't press like they used to, and it looked great. So some of the things I do change depending on the players that we've got.
Yeah.
But, you know, we want these kids to be successful seniors, and that's our goal. So, you know, we're hard on them now. So, you know, practices should be tougher than their games. We're trying to make it as tough as we can. Yeah, I mean, selfishly, we want each kid to be like as good as they can. We want them to enjoy their playing time, or if they're not playing, enjoy their improvement to earn that playing time.
Yeah, it's like you said, to get them ready for the next level. To move on.
Battle adversity, because that's what they're going to face the rest of their high school career and on past that.
Mm-hmm. So when you start a season, what's the biggest challenge? If you got 7th grade coming up, they're pretty. You've got probably pretty good coaches that are setting them up for the next stage. So,
well, what I've noticed coming from a non-basketball school a non-football school to a football school is the time you have with them is not a lot, and so. You blink and you've had those 9th graders just for a brief amount of time. And so the biggest challenge going into a season is kind of figuring out roles, figuring out personnel, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, what do we need to spend more time with. But I think you spend the first 5 to 10 games really figuring out your squad, and then you put all the pieces together to the puzzle, and you want to peak at the right time and play well once you get into conference play and down the stretch into the district tournament.
Yeah, and you have time when running 20, 25 games a season. So
and I feel like we find out on the boys' side a lot about our 9th grade boys. We'll play a handful of games, and then we'll go into a tournament over at Bentonville, and we go over there and see some really good competition and kind of see what we're made of, and then we can go back Thanksgiving break and Christmas break and work on some things and adjust and see what we need to get better at as we head into conference play in the 5A East.
Yeah. Coach Hagnon, would you say the same with the challenges starting a new year?
Yeah, it takes a while to get to know your kids, but for me, like some of the things that I do poorly is like I try to give kids 12 different things that they need to do to get better, and it's just like it's not. I just see them as like check boxes that get one done, and so sometimes I got to come back and bring it down. Like, okay, let's just work on this one thing. You get better at this one thing, and so there's just. And I don't mean it in a negative sense, but it's just like, hey, if you can fix these things, you'll be great. And so that's my biggest challenge for me as a coach is like I try to give them too much at one time to work on, and they have a hard time kind of focusing on it. So, it just takes a while to get to know your players. And then even during that, your kids are going to have down games, bad games.
Sure, it happens.
I know like Rhett will get face guarded, and those things are tough. And it's like ultimately it's a compliment that you're good enough to do that, but you try telling that to a 9th grade boy who's trying to stand there and catch his breath at the free throw line, and somebody's standing in his face, touching him, and just to pass. And so, it's really hard for junior high kids to understand what's going on when you get face guard like that. Like Jayla kind of got boxed in one last night at times, and so that's our job is to kind of talk to them on the side, like, hey, it sucks. I know it sucks, but you're doing what you're supposed to do, and then here's what we can do. The future to get better at those things. And so I know how stupid I was as a junior high player, and so I don't think we've got any kids on both sides of our team that are doing things to make our program look bad or anything selfish. You asked Coach Godwin about discipline, and it's like I've got these 8th and 9th grade girls, and I don't have to worry about anybody being mad at the other one for talking to their boyfriend at lunch. Like there's no issues. And so like at least weekly I try to remind them and thank them, like, you guys are the easiest girls coach or girls group that I've coached as far as not having to worry about drama, and that allows me to just worry about the coaching part of it. So they've made my job really easy.
That's excellent.
Teaching these junior high kids just how to deal with things. He was talking about a kid getting face guard. These kids, we're trying to coach them almost treat them almost like they're a senior high team, and they're not. And sometimes we have to. I have to understand, hey, these kids are in 8th and 9th grade, and they were way more advanced and way better than I ever was as a junior high kid. And so, just little things like having to deal with what Coach Shagnon was talking about. He's going to see that. Rhett's going to see that type of defense from now on out. So just learning to deal with those situations. Clock management, I feel like that's something that we've got to get better at right now. But on the boys' side,
we got to manage our clock just so we got about 10 seconds. Go ahead.
So, anyways, no, we're just we're both blessed with great kids, great community support, and great to be a Bomber.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back on Monday with Monday Morning Sports. Right?
You got it.
Yeah, I'll be doing that one. So good luck to me. Have a good weekend.